Hello and welcome to my allotment journey. My name is Sarah and I'm so pleased that you clicked on this link to have a little bit of nosy about what I get up to at the allotment. I've had my allotment for 2 years, but I never documented it apart from pictures. I took hundreds and hundreds of pictures, but I never videoed it. But I'm 2 years in now and I want to show you my allotment because I'm going to make some big changes and you are going to help me. You're going to advise me because I'm a novice at best, to be honest. But yes, please join me at the allotment. What can we do today? Right, okay, so I can show you what's growing, because there's a few things growing. The sweet corn isn't growing yet, but to be fair, it's only been a few days since I planted that really. It hasn't been a full week. So we'll have a look at that and discuss that. The flower seeds, we'll have a look at those. The snap peas, we'll have a look at those, if you remember they were growing last time. What do we need to... We need to sow some more seeds, don't we? So I'm going to get on with that today. We're going to have a look through and see what we've got and see what we can put in the bed with the snap peas. If we do that bed, we might do the one next to it as well so we can get that boxed off. Okay, we really need to start sowing some seeds now, don't we? Might also tidy up a little bit because I had to comment on a video from a few weeks ago to this one, but it aired last night and somebody says that I'm very untidy. Yeah, I am. It's my allotment. You know, it's what I'm like. You do a job, you put something down. You put it down, you put it down. You don't put it away, you just put it down. So it was a true comment and I had to say, yes, I'm actually very untidy. You know, you're right. But it's made me think, yeah, you're a bit scruffy. You're a bit scruffy. You do leave things lying around. So I might tackle that. Usually I would do that when all my seeds are planted. Right, when all they're planted, then I can think, oh, right, I'll just make everything look nice now. But yeah, I suppose you were a bit right. I can't say you were wrong. You weren't. I am untidy. Also, I might sort the wood out, ready for making the bench. If you remember, I said I was going to make a bench. Let me show you. Remember, with all that wood that was given. There. I had some wood at home that are suitable for legs, a bit chunkier. So, whatever the longest piece of decking is how long I'm going to do a bench there, just to put things on and maybe store the canes or, you know, just something allotmenty. So that's another thing I could sort out. I'm also we need to talk about this as well. This sunflower bed. Sorry, words aren't coming to me. I've been working all day. This sunflower bed, because I don't know what is sunflowers and what isn't. To be fair, I don't know whether to just leave it, let it grow a bit more, because I don't know what's coming up there. I haven't planted anything. But last year what happened was the sunflowers from the self-seeded. So I don't know, we need to talk about that. I don't know what to do there. Right, so I think today we're going to concentrate on the two, or at least one little bed over there to fill it with seeds. Okay, let's have a look at what seeds we've got. All right, I'm just having a bit of a sift through these to see what we've got. Right, broccoli, I definitely want to grow some broccoli at some point. So I've at least got those 2 broccolis there. Sweet corn, we've done the sweet corn. Brussels sprouts, never done Brussels sprouts, so I might do some of those at another time. Cucumber, gherkin ones, onions maybe. I'm thinking beetroot. I'm thinking the smaller things up there. So we've got beetroot and I've got this. So we've got a beetroot one from the Seed Craft Club, which is every Seed Craft Club. So every month you pay £8 for 4 packets of seeds, all different, and they all come with a card of instructions, etc. Sometimes I read it, usually I don't. But there you go. So I think beetroot maybe, and what's that one? Dwarf kale, right? Pumpkins, no, too big. Cabbage, I've never grown cabbage. It's a possibility. Okay, for those ones up there, those beds up there. What's that? Radish as well. Yeah, well, that's just a packet with a few tiny little poppy seeds left in it. Not worth anything. What's that one? I don't know what that is. Bourcole. No idea what that is. So for now, I'm just going to say forget that. Right, forget that. I don't even know what okra is either. Right, for the ones that I don't even celeriac. No. If I don't know what it is immediately, courgette. No, I don't. Edamame, green shell. No, I can look these up in a bit. Sorry, I just absolutely no idea what these things are. Parsley root. No, aloofa. I will try that one. Right, those are a no at the minute. Right, sweet peas just in case I run out. Radish, more radish, different radish. Onion, right, we've got some onions there, radish. Oh, there's different, I think I grew those radish last year. They came up very, very easily indeed. Brussels sprouts, and what are these? Tomatoes. I don't think I'm going to do tomatoes this year. I don't know. Right, so let me just look up these few things. The parsley root, not that one. These ones, not courgette. I'm just going to look up these few here and see if they're small plants or big plants. Right, let's see what I've selected. I have selected kale dwarf, okay, cucumber gherkin, which is small, a small cucumber, I presume. Onion seeds, radish, the black Spanish round ones, okay. I don't know either because I don't eat these sorts of things. I'll give them away. Pink radish, okay. So I've got black radish, pink radish, flamboyant 3 radish, parsley root. So it looks like a parsley. Well, you can use the top bit, I think, like parsley, and the root as well. Okay, it's like a bit like a parsnip or something. Beetroot, another beetroot, or a beetroot, I should say. Sorry, and maybe cabbage. I don't know. I'll see what I have for space. But yeah, these are mainly the craft club ones. A couple of ones that were given to me. I think Gail sent me these seeds, so we used some of these. Also, a couple of that I already had. Right, okay. Let's get sowing some seeds. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to do all 4, well, the radish, all 3 radish and a beetroot. I think it is 3 radish and a beetroot in this bed here, in this sweet pea. No, in the snap pea bed here. So, just so that I know where everything is. But I'm going to write little tags. Right, I'm going to write on these little tags. Just because otherwise I'm just going to forget which is which. So, just going to write on the name of it. Beetroot. Go here, right, that's that one, that stays there with that one. Then we've got whatever that is, what's that, pink radish. Just so as I know, I wouldn't normally need to do this, but I don't normally plant so many different things. I've got a few new extra beds this year. Flamboyant radish, so we'll just put that one as a flamboyant. Flamboyant 3, okay, that's that one. And then this last one here is a black Spanish round. You always think you remember, but you don't, honestly, so write those labels if you can. Okay, labels done. Let's decide where they're going in the beds. Okay, there isn't actually much room to kneel down here. Never thought of that when I made these beds, but it doesn't matter because I just need to do let's get that grass out. I just need to do push that up a little bit. Lines, don't I? I just need to do, what do you call it, drills? I just need to do, so beetroot, chigia, flamboyant, black Spanish one, then the pink radish. So going down that way, obviously. Right, so the first line is going to go here. Just making sure it's not too compact, the soil underneath, because I don't want it to not be able to grow. Okay, so I'm just loosening it up a bit. I had dug it the other day, so it should be okay. Just making sure. Okay, there's my line. And that one is for the Chigia, Chiggia, and that was from the Seed Craft Club. Some of them are a little bit clustered together, but they're fairly big, so you can pick them up and move them. Right, that's that one. Right, what I think I'm going to do is, should have just put extra. I'll just put extra on, just in case some don't grow. Okay, we don't need to be tight with them, do we? Right, okay. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to cover it in compost. going to cover it in compost, and when I've finished I will put mulch in between the layers, in between the rows as well. Just because I've got some left, so you know what, give it a fighting chance at growing in something half decent. I did with the flower seeds, and they came up within days, honestly. They came up within days, and I did the same, if you remember. I just covered them over with some compost rather than raking them in. I'll show you those in a minute. Right, there you go. There's the first lot. Okay. Right, usual, fingers crossed, hope for the best. Right, so that's that one done. The next one is the radish, the flamboyant. Oh, right there, loose in the packet. There you go, that's enough. That's enough. They won't all grow, will they? So do the same, cover it with compost. There you go, there's 2 rows. I'm just going to do the other 2 rows. It's exactly the same, just going to do exactly the same thing there. You don't need to see it. And I'll bring you back when I'm going to put the mulch on. Right, I'm just mulching in between and the edges, hopefully to deter the slugs and snails. We'll see. I mean, I don't think anything else has been attacked really by slugs and snails, so I think it might just do the trick. I've no idea how long, how often I'd have to renew it or anything, but we just need it nice and free in the middle where the seeds are. But yeah, this is my favourite thing, I think, when I'm putting the seeds in, sowing the seeds, is to put this on, because it just gives you a little bit of hope. it just gives you a little bit of hope that maybe, just maybe, nothing will eat it and you survive. All the labels are at this end here, so I can see what it is that I'm growing. Okay, so a good selection of stuff here, of radishes and beetroot. But yeah, this is a very narrow space. I couldn't get my other kneeling board in here, so I'm a little bit cramped. Right, get the idea. I'm just going to carry on doing it all the way down there, put a little bit more on this side here, although it's got quite a bit on there, and then we can have a look at the snap peas. Right, okay, I've done it. I have mulched it. I have sown the seeds. Got the labels at the end. Look, labels at the end. Our lines, not very straight, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, but look at the sweet peas. Look at those. They're clinging on. Look, can you see? These have come up so quick, honestly. In the videos, it looks like it's 1, 2, maybe 3 weeks. It's not. It's been about a week and a bit. It's not been any time at all, honestly. There you go. They are starting to climb and they're starting to cling, which is great. Now, my sweet peas, they're growing. Not all. There's one down there that looks like it's been eaten, but I'm not sure because nothing else has been eaten. But it doesn't matter. But there's quite a few growing on there. They're not growing quite as fast as these. They're growing at about half the speed. So, well, we'll hang fire. I've never grown successful sweet peas. Just haven't. I don't even know what it is I'm doing wrong. Really, I don't, honestly. But, don't know if you remember. Let me just put that out of the way so I can show you. I planted the leftover ones in a pot. So, where there's gaps, I can put these in because these are growing okay. In fact, these are probably growing better than the ones in the ground. I've got that one pot there and these here. And I've also got the other packet left, so I might soak them tonight and put them in a pot just to fill in the gaps. You know what I mean, around these tower things. Right, so talking of extras that I've planted, right, so I planted the sweet peas here as an extra just in case. That's got lavender in it, actually. I bought that. It's supposed to grow lavender in it. I don't know, it might grow, might not. I got this off my mum. I don't know where I'll stick that yet, but isn't that beautiful? She gave me a pot of those succulents. I'll find a place for those somewhere. In here, I've got sweet corn. And although my sweet corn isn't growing down here, I'll tell you in a minute. Look, it's started to grow here. I'm just going to cover that over a little bit, actually. It's started to grow here. Can you see? The kids planted those, actually. The kids are better than me. You know, a 3 and a 4-year-old are doing better than me. So that sweet corn is the extra sweet corn, just in case the sweet corn down there doesn't grow. Because each one of these has got 3 in. Okay, so that's my backup, which the kids have done, actually. They're looking after those. So that's why they're doing well. And the kids are also growing cress and carrots. And look, the carrots are coming up as well. So they're doing well. So any excess seeds I can give to the children, and they can plant up little pots and they can do extra. I need to sort out a little bed up there for them, really, to put the stuff in, but I like it that they're growing it in little pots. It's just easier for them, and I'll think about doing a bed for them maybe summertime, maybe in a couple of months. Anyway, let's go and have a look at the sweet corn, what's happening there. It's only been about 5 days with the sweet corn, so I'm not expecting great big massive changes there, but they've grown and they were done 2 days later, so maybe I should get the kids to do my planting. Right, sweet corn on here, there is absolutely nothing, right? Unless that, no, that's not one. I only planted one, so that's not one, is it? Right, let me just check round here. Oh, my stones. Do you remember in the last one I put out on the text if anybody could bring the stones up for a tenner? And I'm not quite sure who it was, but someone down at the bottom there called Joe brought them up for me. So I did offer him £10. He says he's just done it for us, which I very much appreciate, because I can't have Mick picking up heavy things at the minute. So I'm very, very grateful for that, very grateful indeed. So he won't see it because nobody knows I film on here. I don't think so anyway. Right, okay, so let's look on here. There's nothing. No, I think they're just weeds. I think they're just weeds. They look too small. They look too small to be anything. Oh, are they? Because look, that looks the same. Oh, I don't know. Another one there. No, I only planted one. And that's the test one under the thing. No, that can't be them. No, that must be weeds. Right, no, I'm going to say that's not coming up yet. I think these were planted a little bit deeper over here. While we're here, let's check out the tower behind me. Let's see if those sweet peas are growing. Oh, we'll get rid of that. Oh, I don't want that. I definitely don't want that. Right, bit weedy. Right, okay. Sorry, let's have a look. Pulled out a few weeds there. Right. So, we've got 2 there. Okay, get rid of that moss. Possible one over there, one there, one there. Right, this one will take at least 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5 of the extra ones that grow, okay? That's not doing so great. Never mind, don't matter, we've got plenty of time yet. We've not had a great deal of sun as yet, have we? So let me just hop over my stones, because don't forget I'm untidy. Oh gosh, tell you what, I'll show you. My poppies that are coming up on here. Honestly, this is the potato bed, and I have poppies on here every year, and I haven't got the heart. I haven't got the heart to pull them out, because I love poppies. I absolutely love poppies. So I grow poppies and potatoes together. I don't even know if that's right. I still get potatoes. They still taste lovely. But yeah, I get poppies and potatoes. So this bed has got a million poppies growing on it as well as potatoes. And also that stuff. That stuff, we don't want bindweed. Don't want that. Get rid of that. When you see it, pull it out. There are things that are obviously... Wait, I don't think that's an anything, is it? Is that an anything? I don't think that's an anything. No, those are poppies. I think the giant poppies, if I remember correctly. Right, well, I haven't got time to weed this one now. Job for another day, I think. I just don't... I've had so many flowers on the bed next to it, though. They could all be flowers. So we'll wait and see what poppies come up. But get rid of the bindweed as we go, shall we? I might pull up some of the poppies. There is a lot there, a lot more than usual. But yeah, poppies and potatoes. Who else grows poppies and potatoes? Probably nobody, ever, anywhere. Right, I've no idea what's going on in here. Bindweed. Right, that is a sweet pea. That is a sweet pea. There's one there. That is a sweet pea. That's bindweed. That's a sweet pea. That might be a sweet pea. That's bindweed in the middle. God, bindweed. Right, sweet pea over there. Right, this one probably needs a few, actually. I don't know what these seeds are that are coming up. That one looks like it's been bitten a little bit. I do have some slug pellets, I'm sorry. It's the only way to kill them. So let's get rid of that bramble and bindweed. Right, I will, if they get eaten, use slug pellets, I'm afraid, because nothing else works. Right, I'm just going to cut this. People have said to train it into a ball and whatnot, but I want to actually just cut it into a ball. So I'm going to cut it right back. Okay, right, now I've totally butchered that. Let's stand back and have a look. See if we can butcher it anymore. Plus, I don't think there's any sunflowers growing on here just yet. I think it's all weeds. Right, let's have a look. Right, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep trimming it as it grows and just trim it in a ball-like shape rather than have it grown in a ball-like shape, if you get what I mean. Do you understand what I'm saying? I think. I don't know. This is going against everything that everybody told me, by the way. Everyone said for me to train it into a shape. Right, let's start with that. Let's see if it starts bushing out now. Bushing out, and then I can just get the hedge cutter on and trim it properly. I don't particularly want it to take over this path. So now I've totally massacred that tree, that willow, twisted willow. I'm hoping it's going to bush out, and that's how I'm going to do it. I will clear that up before I go. I'm just going to cut the other one similar, but you understand, I'm just going to cut it. That looks a bit. I'm just going to cut it, keep it trimmed, and let the leaves make the ball shape. It's probably difficult to see how I've massacred it, but and also what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant that. I'm going to plant that in that corner there. I think that'll just look nice there, but I think the majority of that is weeds, you know. I think so. I'm just going to look up what a seedling to a sunflower looks like, and I don't think it's any of those. I really, really don't. I might just weed and start putting some seeds in of sunflowers next time. I'm not going to do the sunflower seeds now. Right, I'm just going to cut down that one. I'm going to get this into the compost. Okay, I will show you. I don't know if I've shown you before. Sorry, my glasses have fallen off. I don't know if I've shown you before, but through the children's area, wigwam's still there. Oh, I picked up a piece of wood. Oh, might put that on the wigwam. Picked up another piece of branch of something. Oh, that's snapped there. That's snapped. A willow. Anyway, it don't matter. Right, I have shown you this area before. This is my scruffy area. This will be the very, very, very last area that I ever do here this year. This just got worse because of the storm which blew that off. Some of those things were inside the tunnel when we had the storm. Sorry, they were inside, but now they're on the outside. I never bothered fixing them. I've got compost bins here. I'm going to start using these, I think. I have got that one covered over. I'm going to leave that for at least 12 months, that one there. Just going to leave it. Oh, reminds me, compost, coffee grinds. Okay, there's a video that I shot, which you will never see because we lost the footage of it. It was the one where I planted potatoes and did some other stuff, but I lost the footage, so, the footage just disappeared somewhere. So, but I've got coffee grinds. I've got coffee. I don't know if I showed you the coffee grinds. I've got a lot of coffee grinds from Crave, a local coffee shop, a really lovely local coffee shop. So if you're ever around, go to Crave, Krave, Crave coffee shop. Lovely, lovely food. But they saved me coffee grinds. And don't put them on the ground, put them in your compost. dig it into your compost, okay? Because you need it to compost for about 6 months at least before you put it in your garden. I believe that is what I've got off the internet. So don't put it over your, it puts nitrates or something beginning with N into your soil, okay? But I believe you compost it first before you do that. So compost it quickly before it goes mouldy and dig it into your compost. This bed smells of coffee underneath here because I've got stuff underneath here as well, which I can continue to fill with stuff. Need to put some cardboard on it, etc, etc. Anyway, so this is my scruffy area. We need to make a sign now, don't we? So, I'm going to make a sign for this bed here with the peas and the beetroot and the radish. I've got a slate. I found this slate on one of my mudlarks. It's got 2 holes in because it's a house, it's a roof slate. So I'm thinking I can use that because I can attach it with those holes onto the bed, maybe. We'll see. I'm hoping I can fit the words on here. Beetroot, radish, which is quite long words really, and peas. So yeah, let's have a go. Let's make a new sign for this new full bed. So I'll just roughly do it with a pencil first off before I paint it, just so I know roughly where the letters are going. I'll do each one in a different colour. I'm not going to paint the background of this slate like I did with the wood because I just think the slate is lovely as it is. That's the sign done now. Here you go, snap peas, beetroot, radish. Right, okay, and those are the 2 holes that I can attach it to the side of there somewhere. There you go, the sign is on. That piece of slate was from Mudlark, as I said earlier, and I think it looks absolutely perfect there, just so, as I imagined it to. So that's done, but I haven't shown you all the flower seeds yet, have I? So feast your eyes on that. Look at that. Little bits of grass in there. I'll nip them out as and when. But look at all that that's going on there. That is amazing. So much growing. Oh, I keep forgetting to show you my comfrey as well. I have 3 of those. I've got that one there, gigantic one there. I do have to pull them out. That all needs doing on the edge. Ooh, sweet piece. All that edge needs doing. I just haven't had the time. But yeah, comfrey there, and there's one over by the slide as well. One over by the slide. And what's that? Is that a foxglove? If it's a foxglove, I'll have to get rid of it. I think it might be. Might have to pull that out. Right, can't have a foxglove because the leaves aren't they poisonous? It's not flowered yet, but I think it might be a foxglove. So that's going. Right. What was I saying? I might make fertiliser out of comfrey leaves. Might do, if I get a minute to be able to do it, because there's tons of it and I don't do anything with it. So might as well. So that's it for today. I have done tons. I think I've done tons. So please press the like if you haven't pressed it already. Please give me a comment. I love your comments. You're very helpful and you're very positive. So that's lovely. And if you haven't subscribed, why on earth not? It's absolutely, totally free. And I love it. I love seeing my subscribers. And as we speak now, I think I'm at something like 940. So I'm nearly at 1,000. So come on, keep pressing that subscribe because it really means a lot to me. It really does. So yeah, until next time, I'm going to say goodbye and keep gardening.